In this video, dear students, I will show you the solution to the lab exercise regarding supply chain mapping. It was a group activity that you should have done together in groups of 2 to 3 students. And the setting of the exercise is as follows. You are the owner of Ritz Peanut Butter & Co. You are located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and you want to improve operations at your manufacturing company or plant. You have concerns regarding your main supplier, that is Pedro's Peanut Butter or Pedro's Peanuts, because they have or he has quite a long lead time when you order peanuts. So Pedro, who's the owner of, once again, of Pedro's Peanuts, has agreed that he would work with you together to improve the operations. And now you are looking closely at the ordering process and how it works to come up, and you come up with the following summary of operations that now we are required to depict in a supply chain map. So we have here 9 points that we want to consider. So the first one is that Ritz Peanut Butter, he faxes orders of 10,000 kilos of peanuts to Maria, who is the receptionist at your company. So for that purpose, to draw the supply chain map, I will take the blackboard. So here we are within the supply chain mapping exercise. And we will depict now the supply chain of this case. So we have on one side Pedro's Peanuts, I think he's called. It's an entity, so we put a square root on it. And now they fax to Maria, the receptionist. And we can do it like this. So a fax is sent. You can also put it not in an entity, but on the arrow, so that it becomes clear what you mean by it. And then here we have the receptionist, which is Maria. And this fax now sits there or is waiting there for 1.25 hours circa. Waiting time at the receptionist. If we go further, well, we could add that it is a fax containing an order of 10,000 kilos of peanuts, but I leave that out now. So Maria checks the fax of orders at 8 a.m., 12 and at 1 o'clock once again. And so we could add this information here. I don't note the times now. And what next happens, so I can put the information here as well of the different points so that it becomes clear and you have them available. So the third point is now that because the productions manager's office is on the other side of the plant, new orders are sent over only 2 times per day at 8:30 and at 1 o'clock. So the information, and now we could add that it is a fax as well that Maria sends. So I do that the same way as before. A fax is sent now to the production manager. Which is also an entity. And now the fax waits quite roughly 12 hours at the production manager. This is more clear now. And this is our point 3. So the next point is that the production manager faxes a material request for the purchasing director or to the purchasing director. The fax sits once again for 1 hour. So that is, who is that? To the purchasing director. And that is an entity, and I keep the fax also as an entity. It does not matter how you do it, but I do it now the same way as before. So the fax is sent to the that contains the material request. Is sent to the purchasing director, and that is our point 4. Now we have point 5. If there is enough stock on hand, purchasing notifies production manager of this. If not, it takes an average of 1 day to get stock from the local farmers. So we could include here the raw material purchasing. That we can include as an entity because it checks the stock. And well, that is our point 5. So it says that if it is available, it notifies the production manager of this. And if not, it takes an average of 1 day to get stock from the local farmers. So then the raw material purchasing contacts local farmers. There are entities as well. I draw now just 2 of them. But this goes on then, of course, depending on who can deliver. And if they can deliver, they would deliver in a time of 1 day. And now just as a symbol, because it's easy to understand, I draw a little truck. And this one then would be delivered, and I think that is then point 6. Peanuts then enter a batch process that takes 6 hours. Okay, so we would have the incoming peanuts here at the factory, and the factory includes now, okay, this is not mentioned, but peanuts need to be processed, so this processing of peanut butters takes 6 hours. We could make it more detailed, like deshelling of the nuts and washing of the nuts and inspection of the nuts, but I put that now all together in processing. And that is our point 6. Then let's go further. Upon finishing, workers notify production manager, and production manager requests an invoice from accounting to be prepared. So here we could say plant manager notification. Well, if the whole thing is finished, And now, of course, this is included in the overall 6 hours. So disregard this. And then the plant manager notifies the production manager. And that takes 1 hour. That is our 0.7. And then the product manager informs accounting. About making an invoice, and when that's done, then accounting notifies the production manager, and that takes also 1 hour. This is then our 0.8. And okay, this is then here. Yeah, request an invoice. Okay, 0.7, we have that. And then the accountant finishes the invoice and notifies the production manager to send him a copy. And then 0.9 is production manager sends invoice to shipping and requests a shipment to be made. Shipping gets request of loading a truck 3 hours and sends it to Ritz Peanuts Butter 1 day of delivery. So here we include shipping via truck, and the preparation takes 3 hours, and then it is sent to Ritz Peanut Butter. Wasn't it Pedro before? Well, that is a little inconsistent. But the truck then ships the peanuts to Pedro. And this takes 1 day of delivery. Yeah, this is our 0.9. Have I forgotten something? We have the point the production manager sends invoice to the shipping and requests the shipment to be made. So we need an information flow to the shipping. And we have, I think, no time. That goes with that as an information. Okay, yeah, this is our supply chain map. It looks a little bit, I think it looks fine. I think you can visualize it better than me with my hand, but otherwise it should be fine. So now the good question is, where would you see some potential for improving the overall process? Well, one thing that we can say for sure is if we change all the fax issues, so 12 hours here and 2.5 hours here via the receptionist, that is a little bit long. So why not sending the fax directly to the production manager to inform him immediately? So why waiting for Maria? So we can eliminate Maria from this process, and then things can be faster. What else could we see? Well, of course, also here the whole fax story. In our days, this is a very old exercise where faxes still pertain. We could also have an IT system where Pedro's Peanut Butter and the production manager and the company is linked in. Now here, this is not the case. For sure, well, the delivery from the local farmers cannot be changed. Well, let's have a look at the solution here. So this is the map of the current process where it looks a little bit nicer, but there are some mistakes in it. And we see now that here we have deleted Maria as the receptionist, and the fax goes straight forward to the production manager. And here we see that another thing has been included. to have the local farmers deliver, the delivery takes 1 day, right? So if we request, and this is 1 day here, so if we would install a kind of an inventory here, and then request the farmers to continuously fill up the inventory, then we wouldn't have to wait for 1 day if we need peanuts. So this would become then also easier. Yeah, this is how the exercise should have been done. I hope that your solutions look alike, and if you have questions, then please put them on the forum. Thanks a lot for watching.